Good day, students. Today we'll be looking at a topic in physics known as vector resolution or resolution of vectors. Look at the shape there. This is JAMB 2007 question number 42. And the question says, the figure below shows forces 3 Newton, 10 Newton, 3 root 3 Newton, and 6 Newton acting on a particle P. The resultant of the four forces is option A, 10 root 3 Newton, option B, 10 Newton, option C, 5 root 3 Newton, and option D, 5 Newton. Now, when you have something like this, what to do is very simple. Now, we are going to resolve the inclined forces. If you watch this diagram carefully, you will discover that the 3 root 3 Newton is acting vertically on the particle, and the 3 Newton is acting horizontally on the particle. But the 10 Newton force is inclined at an angle 30 degrees to the horizontal. And the 6 Newton force is also inclined at an angle 60 degrees to the horizontal. To solve this particular question, we have to use the idea of vector resolution, resolving the inclined forces into their vertical and horizontal components called Ry and Rx respectively. How do we do this? It's just to simply redraw this diagram and also resolving this. Don't forget that the vertical component vector Ry is equal to R sine theta, and the horizontal component vector Rx is equal to R cos theta. So without wasting time, we go into resolution of these inclined forces. So the new diagram will be like this, where we have the already vertical force there, 3 root 3 Newton. Then we have the horizontal force here, 3 Newton. Now, we are going to resolve this 10 Newton force of vector into its vertical and horizontal. Resolving it to this vertical, that is R sine theta. Remember, the theta is the angle it makes with the horizontal. So the 10 Newton will become 10 sine 30. Into the horizontal, it becomes 10 cos 30. Now, we are going to resolve the 6 Newton force into its vertical component and horizontal component. In the vertical component, it becomes 6 sine 60, and in the horizontal component, it becomes 6 cos 60. Now, remember that this is the positive side of y, and this is the negative side of y. This is the positive side of x. This is the negative side of x. Now, what will be our Ry? Our Ry is equal to sum of the positive side of y minus sum of the negative side of y. That is 3 root 3 plus 10 sine 30 minus 6 sine 60. 6 sine 60. Now, remember, this is JAMB. You are not permitted to use calculator. You should be able to know the trigonometric ratio of special angles like this. So this will give me 3 root 3 plus 10 times sine 30 is 1 over 2. With calculator is 0.5. Then minus 6 sine 60 is root 3 over 2. Students that are writing JAMB are expected, especially when you are writing physics and mathematics, you're expected to know the trigonometric ratio of special angles like the 60, 45, and 30. 2 into itself is 1, into 10 is 5. So here I'm having 3 root 3 plus 5, then minus 2 into itself is 1, into 6 is 3. Here I'm having 3 root 3 here. Now, what we collect like that is 3 root 3 minus 3 root 3 cancels 0. What I have there is 5. Therefore, my Ry is equal to 5 Newton. Also, to find my Rx, Rx is the horizontal component, which is the sum of the positive side of x minus sum of the positive, negative side of x. That is 3 plus 10 cos 30 minus 6 cos 60. Now, likewise, we are going to get what is cos 30. Cos 30 is same thing as sine 60, which is root 3 over 2. So I'm going to have here 3 plus 10 times root 3 over 2 minus Cos 60 is same as sin 30, which is 1 over 2. Then cancelling out, I have 2 in itself is 1 into 10 is 5. So I'm having 3 plus 5 root 3 minus 2 in itself is 1 into this is 3 minus 3. Then what do I have? 3 minus 3 is 0. So what I have here is that Rx is equal to root 5 root 3. 5 root 3 negative. Then finally, what will be my final answer? Here, I'm going to get my shape in this one. Since I've resolved my vertical component vectors into the inclined vectors into their vertical and horizontal, I'm going to be having my Ry and my Rx. This is my Ry, which is equal to 5 newton, and this is my Rx, which is equal to 5 root 3 newton. Now, completing this diagram to form a rectangle, according to the parallelogram law of vectors, when two vectors are inclined at a common point, the diagonal drawn from their point of intersection is the resultant vector. So here is my resultant R, and that is what we are asked to find. Now, remember that the opposite side of a rectangle are equal. So here is also Ry, which is equal to 5 newton. This is a right hand here. Then using Pythagoras theorem, since we are looking for the hypotenuse, R squared is equal to 5, that is Ry squared plus Rx squared. This will give us 5 squared, that's Ry squared, plus 5 root 3 all squared. This will give me 5 squared is 25 plus 5 squared here is 25 times root 3 squared is 3, because square will cancel square. Therefore, R squared is equal to 25 plus 25 times 3 is 75. So R squared is equal to 75 plus 25, which is 100. Therefore, R will become, when square crosses, becomes square root of 100, which is equal to 10 newton. So here, the resultant force acting on the particle P after resolution is 10 newton. So we'll go to the option to see which is the correct answer, which is option B. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.